Hello there everyone, Nicole here from Nicky's Gelicious Gels. So today what I'm going to do is going to review a poly gel. A friend of mine, Ilsa, very kindly donated this awesome potted poly gel for this tutorial. I will be putting her contact details in the link below, so be sure after the video to go and check the link where you could buy this poly gel from. I also do sell the tubed poly gels as well, and I will obviously leave a link where you can go and buy all these products that I review in the comment section, so be sure to look at that afterwards. Okay, so these are my bare nails. These are my natural nails, ladies. I've just done a overlayer over my natural nail, and now it's obviously grown out, so now I need to fill it, which I will also be doing a video tutorial on that. So as you can see, they're my natural nails. Okay, and then a disaster happened. My nail broke. This nail here always breaks. I don't know why. It just does. It just does not want to grow. It grows and then it breaks. So basically, I don't know why it breaks. It's just this finger. My nails have never been this short ever. It actually looks kind of weird. These are also my natural nails, which I've done a refill on already, as you can see. But yeah, this one I'm going to do a poly gel nail extension on for you using the all famous dual form. Okay, now I like this dual form because as you can see, it's got a really nice C curve to it. It's got a really nice apex built in there, and it's got lines on it. I don't know if you can see that, but it's got lines on it, so you can measure where you'd like your poly gel to sit. So there are general mistakes when using poly gel. Okay, using way too much poly gel, using way too much alcohol or slip solution, not fitting the dual form correctly, you know, all kinds of things. So I'm going to show you an easy way to use the dual form with the poly gel effectively, quickly and correctly. Okay, so ladies, let's get started. I've already buffed this now, but I'm going to prep it online so that you can actually see how the prep work is done. Okay, be back in a second. Okay, so ladies, I have already pushed back my cuticle, but I'm going to do it on camera so that you can see. I'm going to push back my cuticle. Okay, I have already done it. I'm just going to show you how to do it. I don't need to cut any cuticle away or anything like that, right? This is your cuticle pusher, which you're going to need for this tutorial as well, and I'll show you why. Now I'm going to take a dehydrator, and I'm going to dehydrate the natural nail. Okay, you can use any dehydrator, anyone that you're using it presently. I wait for that to dry, and when it goes like a chalky color, it's dry. Just blowing on it. Okay, as you can see, it's gone dry. I will do another quick. I always do things twice. I've got OCD, so you'll always see me doing things twice. Okay. Now once that's dry, very important, you're going to need a sticky medium, okay? Because the poly gel adheres to a sticky medium, okay? Now, once I've done that, you will see I'm going to prime with my primer pen. Now, these you can also get from me. They're from Gelicious nails, and I love this. The reason why I love this primer pen is because you're not going to get the primer, you know, leaking into the sidewalls and touching the skin, which you don't want it doing. But I always prime. So, excuse me, but this is my non-dominant hand. So, it's going to look odd sometimes, my angles and how I'm using it, because it is my non-dominant hand. Okay. So I'm just going to sort of rub that in to the natural nail. Not touching the cuticle area, but close to it. Okay. And I always like to, because I've got sort of a nice C-curve to my natural nail. So I like to get into the corners, because this is where I generally find if it is going to lift, it lifts there. Okay. Right. So now I've primed. And as you can see, it's got a little bit of glossiness to it now. And now I'm going to do a sticky bond. Now I have heard you can use a sticky, like, sort of top coat or base coat. You can also use a rubber base coat, but this is the method that I use, and it works 100% of the time. Okay. Now I find this is a great solution to nail techs that are busy, that don't have a lot of time to do their own nails, and or the ladies that struggle with the apex. Now I really struggle with my non-dominant hand. This is my second coat of the sticky bonded. I really struggle, right, with my non-dominant hand to get an apex on my right hand. I really struggle to get that apex, because this is my non-dominant hand, and this is my dominant hand. So this hand will always look better than this hand. But anyway, okay. So now I've done the prep. I pushed back the cuticle. I put 2 coats of Dehydrator. I then primed it with the primer pen and 2 coats of sticky bond. Okay. Now we're going to get ready. Now we're going to get ready to do the polygel. Now look at the stunning color. Gorgeous, eh? Alright. Now, this is the mistake that people make. They take a dual form, which is quite flat, okay? Doesn't fit very well, and yeah, it's not going to work. Those flat dual forms, I don't like them. Okay, so as you see, the number is at the top here. This is where your bottom is, your cuticle area. So when you're going to now size, you're going to make sure that it fits into the cuticle area and into the side walls perfectly. Okay, that is how it must fit. You must not push it down. So for example, I'm going to use it here. If you're going to push it down, okay, you're going to get a mess, a real mess. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to make sure that your dual form fits in perfectly to your sidewalls. If you do that, you will not get a mess. You get messes when you've got to press it. Okay, right, so I'm going to use this color here, and you will need a slip solution or alcohol. I've got alcohol in here. I'm just going to put my, what do you want to call this? Cuticle pusher, sorry, what do you want to call it? Okay, now I'm going to take a decent amount of the polygel on this. Okay. Okay. And now I'm going to lay it, sorry, I just need to move this. Now I'm going to lay it in the dual form, okay, where I want the length. Okay, I'm going to put my Cuticle Pusher back in the jar, swirl it around a bit, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to now pat it, okay? Now I don't want a lot in this dual form because I'll tell you why, ladies. When you put too much in, it's going to go all out on the sides, at the bottom where the cuticle area is, and you really don't want that kind of mess. And then it's going to be a lot of, see how much I took out there? It's going to be a lot of mess after this. Okay, so I just want to wipe that off. Okay, I'm going to dip it back into the solution, and then I'm going to see, okay, it's a little bit, still a little bit thick on the side here, so I'm going to take as much of that out. Okay, see how much I've gotten out there. Right, now I'm going to see, oh, on this side it's very lacking. The wonderful thing about polygel is that it doesn't set on you, so you're more than able to add, okay? And when you add, it doesn't show that you've added. So it's not going to show a line or anything like that. Now I'm going to get my gel brush out. This is a Oval 6 gel brush from Clear Jelly Stamper. I love this brush. It's an absolute must get. I'm just going to clean this brush and I'll be right back. Alright ladies, so now I've taken my brush, my gel brush, I've dipped it in some alcohol, and now I'm just patting the product gently into the dual form, making sure that the side walls are covered, and making sure that the polygel is exactly where it needs to be. Okay, now like with any nail extension, you're going to want it to be thin at the cuticle and thin at, well, not too thin, but thinner at the free edge. Where you want the product concentration is in the middle. Okay, where your apex is. So remember, your apex is here in the middle. Alright, so I'm going to look at this, and I'm going to look at it, and I'm going to say, okay, I can add a little bit more. Alright, I just want to turn it around. Okay, I'm just going to push it nicely, and then I'll also be able to see where I need to add. Okay, this is a very sticky medium, ladies, so just be prepared. Alright, also you don't want your brush so wet, okay, that it's going to be like slippery and sliding, because if you get that, what's going to happen is you're going to have a problem with adhering to the nail. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a little bit of the polygel, just a little bit more. I don't want too much more. I'm going to lay it into the dual form. Okay, I know it looks like a real hot mess at the moment, but bear with me, you'll see how beautiful it looks. Okay, now I want to just push that product where I think I need more of the polygel. Okay, and then gently brush it down towards the cuticle area, and obviously take off any excess. Okay, now I want to turn the dual form around and see, okay, it's opaque enough. It's more or less how I want it. I don't want it too thick, because a dual form is supposed to represent a nail extension, okay, but not a fully built nail. And this is where the mistake comes in, because you put this huge amount of product in here, okay, and now you go and put that product on the nail. It squeezes out on the side walls, it squeezes out at the cuticle area, it squeezes underneath the nail tip, and now you've got a lot of work to do, okay, because now you've got to basically go and file away the excess that's leaked out, and it's just yeah, it's just unnecessary. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to place this onto my nail. All right, so as you can see, I'm going to take the dual form, and I'm not going to rock it on like a normal tip. Like a normal tip, you're going to do that. This one, you're going to do the opposite way. So you're going to put it down at the cuticle, and you're going to push it down to the free edge. Okay, and now you're going to hold it in place for about 10 seconds. Okay, it's not spilling out on the sides or the cuticle area at all. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn it around and make sure that this is not bulky underneath the tip, because remember I said it comes, you know, if you are pressing that dual form, you are pressing the product out. That is why it is super important to get the correct dual form for your nails, as well as sizing that dual form, because if you've got to press that dual form to fit your nail, it's not the right size. Okay, so that looks perfect. As you can see, it is thin, and there's a reason why I've made it thin. Okay, so I'm just going to pop that in the LED lamp for, I do a full 60 seconds, and I'll be right back. Alright ladies, so it's been in the LED lamp for a minute. It will cure after 30 seconds, but I do everything, like I said, double. So what you do is you just wiggle it, wiggle, and it should pop off quite quickly. Okay, so there is your fully formed nail. Now I want to show you, can you see that the free edge is not thick at all? Can you see that? You don't want a thick free edge, because then you're going to have a lot of filing to do. You want your free edge to be thin. This is my natural nail, okay, and this is the dual form. Now obviously I'm going to secure this. I'm going to do a layer of gel over it so that it will be a little bit thicker. And remember, this nail was very, very broken, very short nail, so it's not going to probably last on my finger. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to file this off camera, and then I'll be back. Okay ladies, so I've now shaped it, and now I'm going to apply a clear boulder gel over it. Okay, so that it's already got the apex, as you can see, beautiful apex. Just want to show it around this way. Okay, this color is obviously different to this color because this is a peachy kind of boulder gel, but I'm actually loving this pink. It's quite beautiful actually, and you can get this poly gel in white, this pinkish nudish color, and obviously clear as well. I just thought I'd use the pink because I haven't used it yet. So yeah, perfect apex. It's not thick. You don't have any bulkiness underneath the nail at all. As you can see, there's no bulkiness there. There's no mess around the cuticle or the side walls, and that is because I used the correct size dual form for my nail. Okay, if you're going to have a dual form that is too big or too small, you're going to have a problem. So the trick is to size your dual form correctly and not put too much product in the actual dual form. The common mistake that ladies do, they put the product in, it's way too much, okay? So they're going to have thickness here, they're going to have thickness here, maybe not enough on the sides, etc. And then they go and put it on, and it just oozes out at the back, and it oozes out at the free edge, and you don't want that. You really don't need that extra work. So if you size your dual form correctly, you apply the correct amount of polygel in the dual form, you prep your nail properly, and you do need a sticky medium with the polygels or hydrogels or acrogels or whatever you call them, okay? They're basically all the same thing, all right? You're going to have a perfectly built, easy nail to do each and every single time. And these last on my nails, personally, okay, everybody's different, but these nails last, the dual form polygel nail lasts on my nails for months, okay? Sometimes, not always, but sometimes there might be lifting, but in most cases I don't get that. I don't get the dual form popping off. When I first started using the polygel, because I didn't know better, and I was looking at all these YouTube tutorials on how to, you know, use the polygel, and they were all doing it incorrectly. I used to get them popping off, and the reason why they were popping off is because, again, the dual form wasn't sized properly. Way too much polygel in the dual form. And you see, when there's too much, besides the fact that it's going to come out at your sidewalls and your cuticle area and underneath, it doesn't cure, it doesn't adhere to the nail properly. So what happens? It pops. It literally comes off like, I don't know if any of you have experienced that, and if you have, please leave a comment in the comment section. But it literally pops off like a full sort of nail tip that you stick on. Yeah, that's happened to me. And that is because you've put too much in the dual form. You go to cure, everything feels fine, everything feels okay, and after a week or so, it pops off. And that's because it hasn't fully cured, because you guys are putting way too much polygel in the dual form. Okay. Right, so the next step I'm going to do, now we've got the nail extension, we've got the apex in the right area. Now all we've got to do is make it a little bit stronger, and then we're off to go. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take a bit of clear boulder gel, okay. I'll use the IBD. Right, just a little bit on the brush, as you can see, just a little bit. And now I'm just going to sort of brush it on like I do gel polish almost. I'm not going to float it or, you know, because remember, you don't need to build. You've got the structure, you've got your apex. You don't need to build. All you've got to do is make it a little bit thicker, okay, so that the nail is stronger, especially towards the free edge area. Okay, I don't know about you ladies, but I hate a thick, bulky looking free edge. I don't like it at all. I think it makes the nail look fat and ugly, and then, you know, you got to go in and you got to use those pinches to make it look you know, more sort of curved, and yeah, so that's what I do. I just sort of do that, and then I wrap the free edge, of course, and then I'll just go in and wipe it down again because I don't like any ridges. Please excuse me ladies, this is not the way I would normally do it. It's because I'm using my non-dominant hand on my dominant hand. Okay, I'm just going to wipe off any gel that might be in there. Right, I'm going to cure this in the LED lamp for 1 minute, and I'll be right back. Okay ladies, so that's how you do a polygel nail extension with dual form and polygel. And you can do this with any polygel. Like I said, I did a review on this one. I've used the clear polygel in the potted one before, and I must say it is the best clear polygel I've ever used. It really makes for a natural nail extension. So if you're going for that natural look of a natural nail, with the clear polygel in the pot, it really gives that effect. Okay, so I haven't filed or buffed or anything as yet, because I'm going to obviously gel polish these nails. I'm actually really loving this pink. Oh my gosh, I'm really loving it. It's so gorgeous. I'm actually liking it better than this peachy color. I think the peachy color doesn't really suit my skin tone, but anyway. I'm going to also show you how to do a refill. As you can see, this is my natural nail, and I've used a gel, builder gel over the natural nail, just to give it that extra strength and flexibility, etc. Because my nails can be sort of on the thinner side, and so yeah, if you want your nails to grow, do a gel polish or gel overlay. Okay, so now I'm going to get ready and to do a gel overlay. What am I doing? Okay, so we are going to push back the cuticles. I'm just going to do one for you so that you can see. Okay, I just obviously use some alcohol in this implement, so that's why it's wet. Okay, push back the cuticle. I've already buffed it, so I don't have to go out and buff it again. I take my dehydrator once again, and I dehydrate twice. Okay, only have to do it on the natural nail. Okay, once that's dry, do another coat. I don't know why I do two, I don't know, just do two every time. Okay, I'm going to take my primer pen. You can get these from me. They are from Cuticle Star Nails, and like I said, I love this pen. It's lasted me quite some time, and like I said, it's not like a liquid, which is obviously going to end up going in the cuticle area and the side walls and touching the skin. You don't want primer to touch your skin. Okay, that's when you can get contact dermatitis and things like that. So it is at all possible, avoid obviously touching the skin. I just, like to make sure that everything right. So that's primed. Now I'm going to take my gel brush here, and I'm just going to do a very thin layer of clear. Okay, just a very thin layer of clear over the whole nail. I actually need my armrest for this, but anyway. Sort of rub it into the nail and cap the free edge, and now I'll put it in the LED lamp for 1 minute and I'll be right back. Okay, so just to recap, I just did a very thin layer of clear, and now I'm just going to use my peach because that's the only color I've got at the moment, to sort of do an infill. Okay, you don't need a lot of gel for a builder gel for an infill. Okay, that should be more than enough. In fact, I think I've got too much, so I'm just going to lay it sort of by quarter of the, I would say almost the middle, and then I'm going to sort of edge it down to the cuticle area in circular movements. Okay. Yeah, they put too much on here. Oh gosh, let me just wipe it away. Okay, so you're not supposed to really leave the finger. But anyway, alright, so obviously, you guys have been taught your way, I've been taught my way. So you're just going to do circular movements and, sort of bring it down to the edge of the nail. You're not wanting to build the nail up, you're just wanting to fill it. Okay, so let me just look at it from the side. Okay, just want to take a little bit over here and bring it down the sides a little bit. Gosh, it's really difficult doing your own nails, ladies. So much easier doing a client's nails. Okay, let's see the apex. Looking down the barrel of the nail. Okay, I think that's fine. It's sort of difficult to tell on camera and at the angle I'm sitting at, but it's just a refill. Okay, obviously you can go back and file it and sculpt it, and if there's any lumps or bumps you can definitely get it out with the file. Yeah, I'm really loving this pink polygel, I must say. I'm loving this color, it's really gorgeous. So ladies, again, I will leave the contact details for Ilsa. She has got this polygel in the pots. She's got clear, she's got pink, and she's got white. I'm not going to get prices here. You can contact her directly and get prices from her. Okay, but it really is an awesome polygel. The reason why I like it is because it's a stiffer polygel. I don't like the stringy polygels. The ones that I've got more gel in them than acrylic. I like the stiffer polygels because I find that it's not going to bleed out at the cuticles and bleed out at the side walls. It sort of stays in the dual form where you want it and on the nail. So yeah, you're not going to get a hot mess when using this polygel. I also love the color, my word. I didn't think this pink would suit my skin tone, but it really does. Looks a lot better than this apricot peachy color on my hand. But yeah, I'm really enjoying it. I hope that the polygel tutorial, really helps you in how to apply the polygel in the dual form, how to size your dual form, and obviously how to place the dual form on the natural nail. If you're going to be putting, like I said, I cannot stress enough, if you're going to be putting too much polygel into the dual form, it's just going to be a huge mess. Okay. Alright, so that is the infill. Okay. Just going to check it down. Yep. That's the one infill. Okay, so I'm going to do the rest of my forefingers offline and then come back, and then we'll be ready to do some nail art, ladies. Okay, ladies, so this is the hand done with the infill ready to polish, and this hand is a little bit retarded because this is really, I really battle with this hand, but I'm loving this polygel. I really am. It's very, very, I mean, it is exceptionally strong. It's not going to pop off, that's for sure, and it's not going to break. It's exceptionally strong. Okay, so ladies, let's just recap. With the polygel, which I used, a friend of mine sent me this, Ilsa. I will leave her number so that you guys can contact her if you'd like to buy this awesome polygel. She has it in white, in clear, and in this beautiful pink. And she's also got builder gels as well. So yeah, give her a ring and ask her how much she's selling these for. This is the sorry, I got sidetracked. Okay, so for your polygel application, you're obviously going to need your polygel. You're going to need your slip solution or your alcohol. I put like a half a cap of alcohol in here, just in case if you ladies don't know how much to use. I obviously only did one finger. Sorry, I just need to do the lighting better here. I only did one finger. So you really don't need a lot of alcohol. Like I said, you're going to put your brush in and you're going to dab off the brush quite well. Or you're going to put your brush in and dab it on some cotton towel, and then you've got enough slip solution in your brush to maneuver and slip over the polygel. If you put too much slip solution in your brush that you are really slipping and sliding all over the place, that is going to cause lifting. Okay, that is going to cause the polygel not to adhere to the natural nail at all. You're going to have problems. So when you go to put the polygel onto your natural nail and cure, it's not going to cure. You're going to have problems with it actually curing. So make sure that you put a little bit of, you know, it's just, I'll show you here, a little bit like this, you know, put it in, wipe it off, dab, dab, and then you've got enough on the brush. Okay. Another trick I would like to show you ladies is if you want to keep your gel brushes sort of in their shape and, you know, not fraying or anything like that, keep a little bit of builder gel in your brush. This will keep your brush, obviously don't put too much because then you're going to get the gel, you know, running down the barrel of the brush, and it will keep it perfect. It'll keep it shape. You're not going to dry it out, because I think a lot of you ladies tend to wipe off all the gel in your gel brush, and it dries it out. That's what I found. And then when you want to go and use it again, you know, it's fraying on the sides and things like that. So keep that in mind. This is the Oval 6 bling brush from Clear Jelly Stamper. I'll just hold it up to the camera so you can see. I am in love with this gel brush. I really am. It's like an oval shape. As you can see, it's an oval shape. So it can, you know, it really helps to sort of get into the cuticle area. So I love this. And then the files that you use your favorite files. My favorite buffer at the moment are these. I use this is not the banana, this is the half moon from OPI. I love this file. I love the grit on it, and I love the straight file. I love it to, you know, get into the side walls of the nail, you know, into the side here, and to sort of, you know, shape it, etc. And this one I like because if you know how to use this file, you'll love it. I find the ladies that don't know how to use it, they don't like it. Okay, so the straight end of the file is to get into the sides, okay, and then obviously your moon shape is to get in to your cuticle area. Okay, so if you are used to using a banana file, you should be able to use this file with ease. And what I like about it is that, you know, it's got the straight end, so you can go in on the sides, you can, you know, do it across, you can file it, you know, up, and obviously the cuticle area as well. So that's why I like this one. This one and the banana files are perfect. I love them. This one is not necessary if you have this one, because it's got a straight edge on the side here, but I still like this one. I still like to use this one. And then, so you can get these files from me as well. They come, oh, I got some gel on here. How did I get, oh, that's why. Can you believe it? I got some gel on my file. Okay, sorry about that. You can get these files from me. This comes in a 10 pack, and these come in 24, 25 packs now. I'm not sure. I'm not going to give prices here. You're more than welcome to contact me on my WhatsApp or on Facebook. And yeah, so I don't know what I'm going to do with these bear babies, but I'll have a look-see and see what I want to do. I actually wanted to do a grey and black theme, but unfortunately I don't have a grey. So I thought I had a grey. Maybe I'm going to go red. I prefer dark colors on my nails because I'm a smoker. So any of you didn't know, I'm a smoker. Yeah, I know, I'm a naughty girl. I shouldn't be smoking, but I'm a smoker. Because I smoke, my nails do tend to yellow over a period of time. So I like to wear darker colors. And I'm also, you know, I lean more to darker colors and bright colors. Not that I don't like light colors. I love bright pinks and purples and lilacs and all of those things. I just prefer the darker colors on my nails. Okay. So ladies, I hope you have a delicious day. If you have any questions, or if you'd like me to walk you through anything or help give you some support, you can also buy these gel forms from me. They're the YS gel forms. I think they come in a pack of 200. I might be mistaken. I'm not sure right now, but there's a lot in a pack. Okay. And there's, I think, 12 sizes. Yeah, there's 12 sizes. So you should find a size to fit every nail. But of course, there are the, you know, the ones that are the exception, where you've got a funny shaped nail bed or whatever. These fit perfectly in my nails, as you can see. They fit perfect. It's really quick and easy. If you've broken a nail and, you know, you really just don't have the time to sit and build, or it's on your other hand, and, you know, you have problems getting that apex using your non-dominant hand, then yeah, this is the answer. Okay. Anyway, ladies, I hope you like this tutorial. I'm loving this pink. I'm really loving this color. Oh, love it. And thank you, Ilse, for sponsoring me your beautiful polygel in a pot. Anyway, ladies, have a delicious day. Bye bye now.